All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto our power, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Recha, Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us his truth and who also were well. Peace and salutation to those of the hopeful elect. Just want to do a quick lesson. All right, regarding this clip that's been, circulating the web. All right, and it's a video of a so-called UFO flying over Brazil. All right, and they're saying that it's supposedly the clearest so-called UFO video in history. All right. And it's no surprise that seeing that we're at the end, all right, the Lord is making his presence more and more known. Okay. But, to these people of the world, they don't understand, the scriptures. So when they see the chariots, their mind automatically, reverts to what Esau has been pushing concerning, the so-called UFOs. Okay, their mind reverts back to pretty much what Esau's been pumping out all these years. Monsters from another planet. All right, or an advanced species that's from a whole nother planet that's coming to try to take Earth resources, whatever BS that Esau Edom has been pushing out there. All right, that's what the minds of these, worldly people, that's what they go to. But us in the know, that's why the scriptures say, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. All right, we're not in darkness. All right, we understand very well, all right, that those so-called UFOs, those are the vehicles that the angels ride in. All right. The scriptures speak about, how, the chariots, they're the clouds. All right. They're the whirlwind. When you go into Exodus, all right, a chariot was guiding us. All right. It goes into a pillar of fire by night and a cloud by day. All right. So if you have the eye salve, which it has to be given to you by Yahweh Shema Shai, if you have that eye salve, you can see very well. All right. In fact, these people, they call them UFOs, unidentifiable flying objects, but to us they're identifiable flying objects because we can identify them with the scriptures. Okay. And many brothers have attested, the chariots, they show up to the camps. All right, which it further confirms, all right, the truth. Okay, that those are the angels of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. Now, let me get a quick precept because we're going to see more so-called UFO sightings. Okay, and it's going to be to the point where, it's going to be viral. Everybody's going to see it. All right. But yet here speaking of those that have the 100% truth, we're the only ones that's actually saying what they are. But, of course, the world doesn't believe this truth. So, they're pretty much ignoring what we're saying. We're telling you that those are the chariots. Okay. Those are the angels of Yahweh Shema Shai. And those are the vehicles of salvation. So this is 2nd Ezra chapter 9. And, I'm going to just get, the whole chapter is good. But I'm going to jump down to 2nd Ezra 9 and I'm going to start at 5. Okay. For like as all that is made in the world had a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Okay. And the word manifest means to be made apparent. So the end is being made apparent in these times, which is why, you see all these different signs. All right. The lunar solar eclipses, how they've been happening, back to back. All right. Different events that's taking place in the earth. Okay. World War III is being stirred up. Okay. The state, the minds of the people of the earth is at the lowest that it's ever been. Okay. These are different signs to let us know that we're at the end. All right. It's, these things taking place is what's making, the end apparent. Okay. Verse 6, it says, even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. Okay. So the end, there's going to be a lot of effects and signs. Okay. And one of the signs is, the chariots. Okay. So when we see these videos going viral, all right, chariot sightings, all right, first and foremost, it wasn't too long ago that people didn't believe in so-called UFOs. They were saying that it was a fairy tale. All right. Then the government had to come out and tell you people, even though we've been saying it for years, speaking of the apostles and elders, all right, all the men of the Lord on down, and even their elders. We've been saying that the chariots, those are the angels of the Lord, all right, they're vehicles. All right. And then all the way up until now, here it is, the government, they pretty much admitted that the chariots are real because there's so many sightings that have been taking place. People have been reporting it, in the military. Every branch of the military has been reporting these things. It got so out of hand that Esau, Edom had to do damage control. They had to be like, okay, they're real, But now it's to the point where it's mainstream. Real actual chariots are just right there and everybody's seeing it, But you notice, the people of this earth, nothing has changed. People are still waxing worse. The love of many is waxing cold. People still, involved in their wickedness. All right. You would think that, the disclosure of so-called, alien life. Okay. You would think that would just change everybody. Everybody would get more, they'll come together. Hey, man, there's more out there. We're being visited. All right. But nah, these people, there's niggas is still being niggas and waxing worse. All right. These people are still, involved in their folly. All right. Really, nobody even cares. Okay. The only ones that care, all right, are those that are sighing and crying. Okay. So yeah, these are the signs to let those in the know understand that the end is near. Okay. And salvation is near. Let me get a quick precept real quick. All right, this is Luke chapter 21 and 28. It says, and when these things begin to come to pass, meaning the prophecies, okay, and, a part of the prophecy said there's going to be signs. Okay, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Okay, so when we see these things, we understand that Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, all right, which that's not his name. He only has one name, which is Yahweh Shai. He is the deliverer. All right. When we see these things, we understand that Yahweh Shai is that much more closer. All right. To coming to the earth. All right. And he's only coming back to deliver a small remnant of the nation of Israel exclusively. Okay. So that, again, those are one of those signs. Okay. Let me get Matthew chapter 24, verse 30. Well, I'm gonna start at 29 because let me read up. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 27. For as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together. All right. So pretty much that's going into how the Lord is going to be there to deliver the elect. Like as eagles flying to the carcasses, that's how the Lord is going to be flying to the elect to deliver them. Abba Ratazah, we part of that number. Okay. Verse 29, it says, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven. All right. And the stars falling from heaven is going into the nuclear missiles being let off. And the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign. There you go, that sign. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then it says, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds. And what is the clouds? The so-called UFOs. All right. Because when Yahweh Shai returns, they're going to see the fathership. And Yahweh Shai is going to be standing on the fathership. And then outside of the fathership, if you can even see around it, is going to be an innumerable amount of so-called UFOs, so-called chariots. Chariots, which are so-called UFOs. There's going to be an innumerous amount. So it says, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Yeah, because those chariots are pure power. It's also the glory of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay. It says, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. All right. So, whether the Lord, delivers the elect with one giant chariot and they get beamed up directly to a chariot, or whether the Lord, sends out, smaller ships to gather the elect. Either way, the elect is going to go up into that fathership. All right. To meet Yahweh Shai in the air. Okay. So, those of us in the know, when we see these chariots, hey, that's a joyous thing. Okay. And when Yahweh Shai, when Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai allows, the chariots to be seen. Okay. The Lord, he's doing that on purpose for the sake of the elect's faith, to boost the faith of the elect. When they see it, everybody else, it don't matter. That everybody else could just bug out. They can just speculate. They can call it fake. It's not for them. All right. It's only for those in the know. Okay. Let me actually get Amos 3:7. It says, surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. Okay. And, the so-called UFOs, all right, which are the chariots of Yahweh Shema Shai, that's a secret. Okay. And even though it's in plain sight, we're telling you clearly these people don't believe it because they don't have don't have the proof. All right. Well, the proof is going to be when Yahweh Shai returns and you see a so-called black man angry with white woolly hair, coming to the earth on a so-called UFO, on a chariot, the fathership, that is. When these people see that's when they're going to know. That's when they're going to put two and two together. All right. Then, everything. Well, Ezekiel 33:33. Let me actually get that. It says, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. So that's when they're going to know. All right. That everything that, brothers and the apostles and elders have been saying, they come across the videos, they scoff, they see, the camps on the highways and hedges. That's when they're going to realize that those were actually the real men of the Lord. OK, and they're going to see so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Seminole Indians get beamed up. OK, pursuant to Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. OK, so when we see these signs, it's to let us know that salvation is near. OK, and also the destruction, because the chariots, they're going to have a hand in destroying Babylon, as well as the nuclear missiles. OK, so, we see the chariots. Let me get a quick precept. This is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2. It says, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. Which the chariots, again, is one of those signs, all right, that's in the heavens. All right, for the heathen are dismayed at them. All right, and 2/3 of Israel is considered heathens in this time. All right, because they're walking after the customs of the heathens. All right, because this current world is ruled by Esau, Edom. All right, and Jake is underneath that base vibration of Esau. Okay, that's why you got niggas. They live by the sword. They die by the sword. They have an evil eye towards their brethren. All right. Just completely, in that Edomite spirit. OK. But, going back to the point, it says, be not dismayed. So we, which, those of us that are taking heed to the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, the Lord said, be not dismayed, because you got a lot of people, they'll bug out. They'll be terrified at the sighting of a so-called UFO. OK, they'll go home. They'll start contemplating what they saw. They'll be up for days, but really we're supposed to be in a joyous spirit. OK, the word for dismayed, it says to be shattered, be dismayed, be broken, be abolished, be afraid. OK, so pretty much they're afraid when they see it. To dismay, terrified. So they're terrified. All right, which, the chariots, they do have a terrifying presence. OK, but the chariots are in part for us. When we see these things, that's a glorious thing. And we're beholding the power of Yahweh Shema Shai, because, again, those chariots, they're pure power. And the scriptures tell you, let me actually get quick precept. All right, Salakia. It's Psalms. Bear with me. I'm trying to get the scripture where it says that angel of the Lord encampeth around. Here it is, Psalm 34:7. All right, it says, the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. All right, so the angels, again, which the vehicles they ride in are the so-called UFOs, And we know that, that the angels, when they come down, in the form of a man, that, they're so-called black people. All right. They're melanated. They got woolly hair, woolly afro, woolly beard. All right. And they look like so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Seminole Indians. They have that look. All right. Because those are our brethren that are and that their dwelling is in the heavens, and the angel means messenger. So when they come to the earth, they come with the message of Yahweh Shema Shai. And you have prophets, which are also messengers of the Lord in the flesh. You will have the angels. They will approach the prophets, and they'll pass the message from the Heavenly Father unto the men of the Lord. All right, many different accounts in the scriptures. Okay, the same thing that's happening today. You got angels visiting the camps. All right, but you have to be, spiritual in order to, to see these things, if you will. The scriptures speak about, entertaining strangers unawares. Some have entertained angels unawares, Salakia. All right. So these celestial beings, which are not, human, okay, they follow the orders of Yahweh Shema Shai, and they're walking among us. Okay. They only let themselves be seen, when they want to. Okay. So the fact that it was caught on camera, that's because they wanted it to be. Okay. So, but yeah, going back to Psalms 34:7, the angel of the Lord encampeth around about them that fear him and delivereth them. Okay. So the chariots, they're all around brothers' homes. They're following brothers and their families everywhere. All right. They're just unseen unless they allow you to see them. All right. But through faith, we know that they're constantly there. Okay. Because those that fear Yahweh Shema Shai, they have a hedge of protection. Okay. The Lord has a hedge, of angels round about protecting the elect. Okay. And it's going to be made even more manifest in the time to come, in the time of destruction. Okay. That's when the Lord's really going to show up. It's going to be real, divine intervention taking place. Okay. And a part of that divine intervention goes into the chariots as well. So yeah, I just want to get that, Lord's will is edifying. I want to say, call all Yahweh by Shema Shai, by Shem Chakwadash, for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and who also were well. Peace and salutation to those that are hopeful elect. Shalom and Abad Babal.